news organizations have been downsizing foreign bureaus and foreign staff for a long time, but there was still a market, and that has increasingly shrunk. Add to that the issues with, when I say industry standards, I mean contracts, I mean tangible things that you can expect in terms of compensation and security. Another thing that is going on right now is that legal issues around freelancing are really sort of fraught. So with the passing of James Foley and other freelancers in the whole ISIS kidnapping episode that was really traumatic, I think, for our entire industry, news organizations reacted to that in several ways. Obviously, with more awareness and concern around the safety of freelance foreign correspondents, which is great, that needs to happen. But I think what also happened is that they stopped taking these stories. A lot of them just now don't take freelance pitches. To get a freelance pitch through their legal team is an incredibly arduous and difficult process. So a lot of news organizations have taken to doing things like, basically saying, this has happened to me multiple times, saying, well, we can look at your stuff when you're back, which is pretty ethically, it's questionable at the very best. But because we love our job so much, because we're willing, at least I have been many, many times, and probably more than I should have, been willing to take those risks without security or even the guarantee that your piece will be picked up. Just because we will do that for a job that we believe in and we love. I won't go on too much longer, but I'm the daughter of two journalists as well. My father was a foreign correspondent, and I live in this incredibly frustrating place of knowing what journalism used to be like because of my parents. So I live in this constant state of frustrated nostalgia for a period of time that I wasn't even alive for. But it's very difficult to see what it has become. I think there's many reasons for that. The internet is one of them, obviously. We could talk about that all day, but I think the end result is that we are losing very, very important stories. I have several friends who just very talented, very very good, hardworking journalists who simply couldn't continue doing this job. So we lost every story that they could have written. I'm in a place now where I've become so frustrated that it's a way of life. There's already a lot of aggravation and stress that goes into making these stories, just at a base level. It's hard to talk your way in and out of places you're not supposed to be, and avoid getting hurt. And to add to that, the additional stress and pain and hassle of trying to sell stories that, frankly, the market for is shrinking, of trying to talk your way past the competition, which is becoming more, we're fighting over scraps basically now, and trying to get your pieces sold, that it's very difficult to live like that. It's very, very difficult and very frustrating. And I think the end result of all of these issues is that, those stories that those people were telling, that drive to make people in America connect with humans in other parts of the world and really build that connection is, we're losing it. And I think that's evident in not only our politics, but our lack of self-awareness, our lack of awareness of the world. Society is losing a lot because of these issues, and I think it's really wonderful that there's a show and a drive to address them. So.